So, we have one shot, one day, one photographer, and the whole crew to make sure this happens. Time is of the essence here.
It's to 100. I think you just should know.
Yeah, that'll happen. Angus cow, here it is.
I got a man crush on that bull. Is that possible?
That's a specimen. Where does the best meat in the world come from? It comes from me, Mr. Meat Master, Rafael Hernandez. I'm a beef salesman. I travel around the globe selling the best beef in the world to the best chefs in the world. I started from nothing, and I put everything I have into growing my business. From the ranches to the packing plants to the restaurants. Every deal and every relationship counts.
So it's like the stock market. You're trying to guess.
It's a battle for the appetites of the world. It's a new way of eating and a new understanding of where our food comes from. Life is beautiful. Taste it.
Yeah, so we're really excited. Rafael comes in today from Mexico. He's been on a trip.
While I was in Mexico City, the finishing touches were being done for my new office space. And now it's time to get my first look at the finished product. Hey.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good.
How was your trip?
Good. How's it turning out?
Good. So, we've got a lot of
Love
things
this one.
prepared for you. The whole process of the setting up the office was extremely, hardcore. It's been almost a year of this going on because, the pandemic and everything kind of slowed down. So we're really excited to show him the office. We're hoping that everything is up to Mr. Meat Master's standards.
One day I had the insight. Why not create the excitement of the road right here in my corporate headquarters? My goal, get the top chefs around the world excited to travel here to my corporate headquarters. Just want to make sure everybody's happy tomorrow. We got shows coming up, camera people coming in, professional photographer. So a lot of riding and a good visit tomorrow. So I made a bold move and scheduled a huge marketing event to kick it off. Bottom line, if the office isn't ready for the event, I'm a joke.
This week, I think it looks really great, honestly.
It's amazing, actually.
Good
job.
That this material is actually really hard.
I like it a lot. All right, so regarding the office, so Lexi has been taking the lead on this. So this is the debut, and let's take a look and see how this looks. See that? Let me check out the office.
Yeah, we're still working on that. We're working. Well, I'm expecting him to come in with, more things that he wants to add, maybe things to change. He can be a little critical about things, and he pushes himself to have the best.
Yeah, I love that actually. I do. Personalize my office, I guess. Very nice.
It's pretty spacious, and the view.
Can beat the view. I like that.
It all came together really well. Really great sunlight.
Middle of downtown. Took about a year to get built. That was dreadful, tough, but we're in. Looks like we're in. So look, we got the ocean 1 mile away. Look, I can see the boat coming up. After $500,000 invested into this office, we're hoping to fill up the office soon.
Well, after all this hard work, the phone calls, the meetings, the furniture arriving, installations, I hope that he takes a look around and he says this is the best work we've done so far.
Computer's sold.
Computers are on back order. We're working with Clinton to get at least a couple computers in here so that we can set up our staff.
Should be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, everything will definitely be ready.
So how's the conference room?
It's great. They're actually going to be coming in to fix
They're gonna fix that table you
the
said was
wiring. Yeah.
That's amazing.
This week we had been preparing for Creekstone to come in tomorrow. Then we'll start doing the photography with Luis. I already booked him for the whole day.
Everybody's coming in?
Everybody, yeah. Chef Jean Delgado also.
I also was a little worried, actually, because we have tomorrow Creekstone coming in, Chef Jean Delgado from Doro coming in, so I was a little worried about it. But actually, no. It's first time seeing my office and my personal office here. It's pretty amazing. I was ready. Oh, look at this. So we got some samples here, huh?
Yeah, a lot.
Good Lord. Wow. So, a couple of ribeyes. This for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, great job. I love it. Everything about it. But I can't get too happy too soon. The Creekstone team, the photographers, and a world-class chef will be here tomorrow to take everything into the test drive. We got the whole Creekstone Farms crew here, and so what we're doing is actually taking some professional fix. You see all these cuts we're bringing from Creekstone Farms directly from the plant, and we're doing brochures, we're doing marketing information. Yeah, so we got one shot to do this. You know, we flew everybody in from all over the place. So, you know, if we don't do this today correctly, then one thing that always gets me nervous is pictures. These pictures have to be perfect. So me and the Creekstone team get to the prep work, placement, angling. We have a couple of minutes with every piece of meat, making sure that everything is nice. If the fat layer is even 1 millimeter off in these pictures, it'll stick out like a sore thumb.
I can try to just level it, but it's going to be a dip because the bone.
But I think it looks. You see all those little pores.
You see.
So you know we have about $1,000 of meat just sitting on that table right now for pictures today.
This is the only piece we have.
So just keep in mind, you know, that we don't have another chance to go out there, break meat again, and start doing it again. We had to fly that all the way from Creekstone. This was de manos dura, You know, the problem is once the meat starts discoloration, there's no bringing it back. Cold water is supposed to help get a little moisture on the tomahawk. Now this one's been sticking out. It was probably the bag was a little open. So that's what I'm talking about, discoloration. It's been out too long, so it's gonna be tough to bring it back. Once in a while, you put a little cold water into the meat, and you'll see the juices flowing backwards. So time is of the essence. So you know, we have one shot, one day, one photographer, and the whole crew to make sure this happens. So we actually hired a good photographer, Ms. Lewis. He is one of the best.
Okay. All right, more towards the center. You can move it back. Yeah, move it back. Okay.
And we actually got him in for the whole day today. So we want to make sure he captures those angles.
You hate this so
I
much?
just didn't think it's imbalanced.
Should we take him out?
No.
More
But
more pepper, you mean?
Do you think? It just feels like there's so much salt and no pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, we're pretty much looking at every photo he takes, coming down on a ribeye, making sure even the fat process is cut down correctly, angles that are just not perfect, especially on the tomahawk. There's a bone in there, so we want to make sure it's the right color, even the right position.
You could tilt it, like that's what I was gonna say. If you do an overhead, you could tilt it. It's gonna be too tall apparently.
So what he could do is round this fillet out and fillet just circled around and connected more like it should, a rounded fillet, then it'll look well.
We have to be critical, punctual, and to the point when we take that picture. So we have a good 10, 12 minutes with every piece of meat. So, you know, time is of the essence.
This is the way it's turned, yeah. It might help to turn it just a nudge. See that?
Nobody's going anywhere. We're all staying here. Look at the marbling on this. It's ridiculous.
So now what we're doing, we have a prime New York strip. We did two versions. We had so we do the whole piece of meat called a New York strip, but if you cut it in half, it's a Manhattan. Why? I don't know. They just did it. So it's just the whole New York theme, I guess.
So, why did I choose this profession? My goal is to change the beef industry. Like Creekstone Farms, I believe animal welfare is the key to effective livestock production. That means clean and comfortable facilities, humane handling, clean water, a healthy diet, etc. It's all about the respect for the animals. The better quality of life they have, the better quality of meat there is. Now, there's all sorts of cattle breeds, but why Black Angus? Black Angus is the king of beef. That's because they tend to have better marbling, and that means a more tender, flavorful meat. Everyone on this planet associates Black Angus with premium beef. Quality is only half of the battle, though. If you really want to be competitive, it's all about representation and distribution, getting the right beef to the right people at the right time. It took me over 20 years to build relationships with the finest restaurants and hotels in Mexico. That's why Creekstone Farms partnered up with me to sell their beef to those high-end customers. As the exclusive representative of Creekstone Farms, I bumped up distribution from 40,000 pounds per month to 1 million. And this year we'll be adding Peru and Panama to the list. The sky is the limit. Actually, we have Gene Delgado also coming in. He should be coming in any minute from Doro, Miami. Chef Gene Delgado will be here any minute to do a full cooking demo with the product. Gene, how you doing, man? Welcome to the office, man. Thank you for coming, man. So,
How you been?
good.
Yeah, good to see you.
Gene Delgado from Miami, Toro Toro. You know, Mr. May edition for Lifestyle Magazine, which we're very excited about it. He's coming in to talk a little about why he loves Creekstone Farms.
Buenas, mi nombre es Jan Delgado, soy el ejecutivo chef de Toro Toro Restaurante localizado en el intercontinente de Miami.
Here we go. So, Gene, how you doing, man?
Yeah, man, we're
Show it
gonna
out.
go
Check it
over
out.
a couple of simple things here, you know, with ingredients. Keep it simple and clean, but well executed. Of course, our main focus is definitely the meat. A nicely New York.
So Gene, so everybody has their own little twist on tartare. Is there a little special recipe that you have?
People don't like when you say tartare to them. They're like, "Oh, what is that?" So
Raw meat.
it's raw meat.
Yeah,
So I think definitely put in the right ingredients, the spices, and definitely elevate it. I like to go very tiny.
So what do you think? I see that a lot in tartare. So what do you think people chop it so small? Is it just easier to eat that way, or?
It's just give you, you know, you don't want to go like a large dice, which is about my thumb and my finger, because then you're chewing like gum.
Gotcha.
And that's when people freak out mostly. They go, "Ooh, what is this?" You know.
Is there a specific cut that you like to make the tartare from, or?
New York strip, ribeye, filet.
That's what's important to us, to have someone like you in here, because so he could think about how to cut, you know, how to produce the meat, how to bring it over. I can tell you about a little about how
That's
to.
right. I can bring about different cuts, different
Yeah.
items, and then it's up to you and your creativity
Yeah.
to put it all together. It's funny. As a chef, you know, people always wonder, like, man, this guy's good, but they don't realize all the stuff that you've been through and messed up to get good, right? You don't just dream about it. Sometimes it just happens. You're
Well,
like, what's up?
sometimes I dream of.
Oh, he's a dreamer.
Definitely, you don't want this. You see that? Definitely not gonna want that into your palate. I like to kind of chop these items just like this and maybe wrap it up and freeze it 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, and then probably just put it in the rubber cook
Before
real
anything
quick.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, if you want it like very cold, nicely into your palate, like sometimes I like to wrap it up right here.
So what is it? The refrigeration creates a little taste of the meat, or what
Yeah,
is it?
the colder it's just you can definitely taste the difference because remember it's a raw item.
Yeah.
So if you eat
Okay.
tuna tartare,
Well, makes sense. Yeah.
you want it
You
cold.
know, the colder the meat is, not frozen, but the colder the meat is, the easier it is to work with.
You want it just to get that firm,
Nice and
just
chill.
to get it chill. Yeah, the chill. And then you know adding the rest of the ingredients just gonna be the highlight.
Because I mean, it's up to the chef and their creativity, right? But maybe something you did that didn't really turn out right as what you thought, maybe.
I never think like that. I
Right.
always try to make everything perfect.
Right.
Yeah, but it's true. Our flawedness it just makes it better. But like definitely, I just see asparagus. No, so no, you don't
No.
want to add
Oh, yeah.
asparagus to it.
That's pepper too. You know that?
Pepper.
No.
Okay.
Is it?
And we're gonna cut the vegetables now.
Let me help you out, Chef. Well, I'll clean this one, get it out of the way, and you can use the other one for the vegetables.
There's a clean one for you.
The product always comes first. So me as a chef, I definitely need to know my product. Where did it come from? How well is harvested? How well is treated? What are they feeding it? All these things for me are important because at the end of the day, you come into my restaurant, I want to wow you. The only way I can wow you is learning my ingredient and learning what is out there and how do I can get the best product to the table.
But at the end of the day, it's, you know, that famous saying, you are what you eat.
So we're gonna cut this nicely jalapeno. I like spice. Definitely matching up the garlic to get all the incense out.
These really thin. What was the purpose of that?
Yeah, so we were
Pasta?
talking about if you're at your house, you can definitely cut them paper thin. I say a little more paper thin than this. Yeah, so if you cut it like that paper thin at your house, just put a little olive oil, just throw this little garlic. Two things that's gonna happen, it's gonna infuse the olive oil to garlic and you saute whatever vegetables you want. Just to give people an idea out there.
No kidding.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that.
No.
You want to scare the vampires.
Don't be scared of the garlic.
Yeah, don't be scared of the garlic. You know.
Extra garlic here with the
Extra scallions. The jalapenos. This is very simple, not the traditional tartare. Again, we're working with the ingredients that we have in house. A little pinch of garlic, and I'm just gonna mix it.
Get a little more salt.
You said little. Hey, if it's too salty,
Hey,
if
hey.
it's too salty, we'll add more ingredients.
Right now we'll try with the lime. You guys can taste the kind of the different palette that we go from here.
So what's your goal with the lime? Just more acidity, or is it?
I want acidity.
Little kick.
Yeah, a little kick.
I think you're just showing off.
Yeah, and now
You're just showing off now.
Well, yeah, because like I said, it's very try this at home.
he's making salt. Look how tiny that is.
Soft legs. There ain't no freaking tag.
Kaboom! That's kind of the consistency that you want. Alrighty, so here we go. We're gonna mix
True
it.
test.
It's a true test.
The detail.
The detail always counts.
I think you watch YouTube videos or something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Drop it in.
Drop it in.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Alrighty.
Before you do anything, just let me take a picture of that. Yeah.
We're not done.
Oh, we're not done? Okay.
We're not done. Don't take it away.
Where you going?
Wait, give me the finger. That's what we do in the kitchen.
He said, let me take a picture. He's gonna take it home.
Let's go take it over there.
Definitely, I like people to cut it and dig in. Step it up.
Bam.
Heard that loud and clear. Yolk is like silky almost.
Got jalapeno.
Jalapeno, a little bit of kick.
Refreshing.
Nicely limey.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Very
that.
good.
Product speaks for itself. Giving the best canvas and paints to the best artists yields masterpieces. And that's precisely what Gene Delgado produced. You gotta try this.
Don't go crazy with the ingredients and just let it shine.
Hey, way to chef it up. That was great. I like it.
Mr. Gene Delgado.
That was good.
There are rare, beautiful times in life that are slam dunk moments. Today was one of those moments, and this is only the beginning.